Good morning. Hello, everybody. Hopefully, y'all can hear me well. I just had a couple of things that I wanted to discuss this morning. This morning. See, I got to get my words very smoothly across everybody because I do plan on doing quite a bit more uploads. Where I'll be. Okay, I hope my sound isn't going out in and out, y'all. But yeah, I'll definitely be doing more content where I'll be using my voice more often. So I want to make sure that my words, come out real good. So yeah, I just wanted to come and talk about last night and also, certain things that I do plan on participating in. TG is having her 70s. Hey, get out party is it's her 70s gig. She'll be having that coming up this weekend. But I also wanted to talk about this whole ZX situation when it comes to, like he said some things yesterday that I just wanted to, put out there that I don't think I lied. I didn't lie when it came to, matters of ZX. But I will say, I don't hate ZX. I do dislike certain things that he does though. I do like that whole Ness and uppity situation. That's something that I dislike that he does. With that situation, the way it went down, we've seen things like this happen before when it came to him because he did, in fact, you can't like this whole children situation, talking about people's children. It comes all together, and people know that. Talking about anything dealing with somebody's child, that is discussing their child. And I don't even have a child. So ZX should definitely know that. So yeah, he did come across the uppity disrespectful when it came to her children. And then she said something about his. He instantly got angry and pissed off, as typical ZX. And he wanted retribution from Ness. He wanted her to step in. But no, not at all. That's what, see, I'm like, fight. If you don't fought with the way you feel she handles her child, so she's gonna fight with your child, and you just keep fighting. Don't look at Ness and try to start pulling at her. What are you pulling at her for? If you the one came up there and you discussed something about this woman's child, this is what he did to Ness right here. He was pulling on her, trying to get her to basically say something uppity. What is she gonna say? We sat there and we saw what you displayed, and he's done that quite often with other people too. He starts yelling at the person, the host of the channel. Oh, look, you need to handle this. You need to. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. So yeah, I just wanted to come in like address that because I mean it. And this commentary was about you that has came out. I never really stated if I did say my opinion of it. I'm not just gonna sit there and plant this profile on you But I think it's funny. I think it's definitely B sector gold. Yeah, it's I hey, it's all about you. It ain't got nothing to do. That's the way we really roll over here. We hey, that's a profile is everything dealing with you, and yeah. So really, just this subject was about ZX being mad. It's not. Hey, a this is all in the sector. You know what the B sector is, right? This is all in the sector. So this ain't about uh, do I discuss you? Yes, you have ZX, and I have every right to discuss what I see. Somebody done posted on their community board. They done put you up there. They done put your picture up there. They got your nipple out, got your chest tattoo. Okay, they done put you on the site. Who fault is that? You, because you was running your mouth about them, right? That's how we fight over here, right? You talk too much junk, you gonna end up getting somebody gonna throw some goo at you. Okay, it's gonna be real sticky. You gonna be trying to get up out that goo. So and we gonna definitely come and discuss commentary, ZX commentary. That's it. Sorry, y'all. The thing keeps timing me out. So yeah, I just came across that topic when I surfaced onto Diva's page. Okay, because ZX, he'll start thinking like, "Oh, you're obsessed with hatred towards me or something." No, I saw it, Ninja. I saw it. So I was like, "What is this?" And I found it to be funny. So actually, it's B sector gold. That's what that is. Something that doesn't involve all of this, nasty, wicked stuff. So ZX, you actually should be happy that you have a little storyline going on that's not so devilish. It's all about you. Hey, what do you care at this point? Yeah. So yeah, I think you would want them, especially with what you just stated about I think he said his daughter had a child. So I'm quite sure you would want them to just stick it on you actually. When they're going about fighting with you. So yeah, just I mean, clear your name. I think that's what you should do next. Since you may want to fight a little safer, um, you gotta clear that clearance. Okay, take it from the website. Try, ZX, travel to that website. If you go to that website and erase the page, if they but you know what? You said it won't you, so they may not let you up there. Somebody done put your picture up there, and they done name all these different preferences, and you don't think somebody's going to discuss this? Stop being mad. Stop being mad. You have baby clothes and stuff like that to buy. All right, go to IKEA. Okay, I know it's an IKEA somewhere in Philly. I know y'all got some IKEAs. They have some very nice accessories for infants, things like that. So you go ahead and stop being mad or be the investigator and see why. Who done put this profile up here? You say they yelling out gay. Gay make you mad. Gay. ZX, they said gay and bisexual. You can't really say gay too much. ZX, gay. Gay ZX. ZX, YMCA. The village people. That's what they done yelled out. But no. Don't be mad. Yo, okay, so yeah, from that subject too, I just wanted to come and say that though. Yesterday he seemed to be real mad. But yeah, it really wasn't anything personal though this time, ZX. Yeah, you did have commentary that was on things LGBT as well as just gay males that did used to really piss me off, kind of get to me, but not anymore. I'm pretty used to you. I am. Sometimes you are a panel killer. Most times you are. Where you'll go up there and kind of just derail the commentary to make it about your ego. ZX, you have a huge ego problem. That's why you need to be trying to fix it. You need to your profile. What they call it, fair life. They trying to say you into kink. So you need to fix that though, because your ego and that man's pride, boy, you got work to do. You don't get your ass on over there. Work. This right here, this is good, ZX. See, I'm actually helping. This is good. They got it all on you. They're not invested in talking about your children or anything of your background. It's all about you. So I think you just need to scoop this up and fight. Fight with this. Just let them talk about you. So yeah, we'll just keep it on ZX. That's where it's at with that. Y'all, but I also wanted to talk about the racist sector. I wanted to talk about that too this morning. Because y'all, who would have thought? I feel like the B sector is very unique actually as well. If you think about it, like the B sector is real unique. Who would have ever thought about this for real? With people coming up here attacking each other, with words and, just doing it and then carrying on. It's a very unique sector. But the racist sector is actually more like I would expect the racist sector more than I would expect a B sector. Like I never would have thought that when Audio came over here with that, or people talking about discussing that. Oh yeah, he kind of was in a racist sector, but I could see that definitely existing. Like a racist sector because you hear it at work. How many times? To the working folk as well as the people that just maybe go and get their food stamps every first of the month, go get them huge carts of groceries with their children. You hear racism everywhere. So yeah, it should be a racist sector. Now what do they do over there in the racist sector? A lot of black power. Yeah, I can say this. I don't really know Audio like that, but I know quite a bit of people that state that they're, about black power, but they really don't show it. I mean, like they're, I had like, this is a good example. I got a friend of mine. When I first met them, I was introduced to them. They stated that, oh, I'm black power. What's up, myself? Love yourself. Hey, baby. Thank you for joining me. So yeah, they stated that they were, that black power and things like that. But I started to notice that they didn't do things in that route. I'm not saying that you gotta, that you gotta be, real harsh to white people, stuff like that. But he was doing things where he was letting when white people or whoever do harsh things to black people, he was letting that pass. And so I was like, I don't understand how you label yourself as black, black power and all this stuff. Um, but you let everything slide. Because if you're black power and stuff like that, you ain't going. It's going to be subjects where you're going to have stances at. I was like, oh no, I didn't understand where he came in with the black power. I didn't get it. Because I was like, no, I've seen. Well, here's a situation right here. We got this situation right here, but you seem to be making excuses for it. But I can say I feel like audio. I think he does kind of stand for on the black power aspect of it, especially with him being a Scorpio. Because I know certain things about Scorpios. They usually stick in the paint. They do a lot of what they say. They actually will do. They'll pull that off. Yeah, that's one thing I know about a Scorpio. I feel like I would just say this. I feel like air months and stuff like that. Um, as Aquarius and Pisces, sometimes we don't be about it. We don't really be about it, y'all, like that. Um, but yeah, them Scorpios are. So yeah, I can't say that. But yeah, so this whole racist sector, though, I just wanted to kind of go into it. Um, I could see it existing. I would love to know more about it. Like, what have they kind of accomplished? In the midst of, do they be having lives? Well, yeah, I think they do be having lives about each other. Like live shows. Um, is Hassan Campbell a part of the racist sector? I think I kind of think he is. But yeah, it's a lot of discussion that they can have. Really, if they got the black power, then if we gonna. I'm sorry, I hope y'all can hear me. Y'all, you may have some, KKKs, not to trigger nobody. KKKs, you may have what they call extremists. You may have them all a part of that sector. So I mean, I could see it. And then like their battles would probably be a lot more vicious. I gotta say that. Lovely, what's up, boo? Good morning. I was listening to you earlier too, Lovely. Yeah, Lovely, and I was like, yeah, Lovely, you are right. Facts. When it came to the Ness and ZX situation. You think he gonna come over there? Ness read you ZX. Don't be mad about it. He been a little lackluster lately, though. He has been. I'm sorry, I keep cutting out. So yeah, ZX, the reason you've been so lackluster is because you ain't been over there fighting in your supposed sector. Over there, he been trying to fight with us over here. Like for real, like and no, ZX, you need to be. You don't never fight your people no more. He always be over here. That's why you're losing your stish. You done lost it. Your mojo. You had to gain that back, and that's why you need to go on over there and fight with them dogs. Okay, fight with them folks on over there. In the sectors that you ram, the black sector. I ain't seen ZX fight nobody in the black sector in how long now? He trying to stay over here, where it's a little sulfur at. ZX, you over here in the B sector, where it's a little sulfur. Is that it? You can't handle the big dogs no more. I mean, you should definitely be able to be over there in your sector. With the way you say the type of man you are, you should be like, hold on, let me get over here. I gotta grab my balls, get back over here in my sector. Hold on, this where the ninjas at, the real ninjas. But you don't never want to be over there. You want to be over here with us. You know, a whole lot of women and a whole lot of gay people. A whole lot of gay people. Really? Okay. You gonna continue. You gonna get softer. You gonna keep getting softer. I hope you know that. Stay your butt on over here, then. And then you gonna be like, dang, hold on, why is my reads ain't hitting no more? Yeah. So you go ahead back over there and start roughhousing again. All right, Mister. So, but yeah, I was back to the racist sector. So yeah, this racist sector, y'all. I can just, I mean, I like it really does, like, when I heard it, it didn't take me long to understand it or anything like that. I was like, oh, okay, I can understand that existing, because it's a lot of talk about what's that lady name? What's that lady name? Candace Owens. They might be over there dogging out Candace Owens, or maybe upping her. Um, who else? Who, y'all know these. Shoot, Donald Trump probably definitely is. Some Donald Trump lovers could be over there, Candace Owens lovers. So they could actually create them a good little sector. Something that I would be curious on is, has a what, like, I don't want to say a racist versus a racist, but have the, sorry y'all, I keep going out. Has anybody over there in the racist sector been able to pair off somebody's ways about how they feel about a culture or a race? That could have happened. Like, I wonder, if somebody was ever able to say, hey, I don't think I hate black people as much, or I don't hate the Latino community as much, because I've been able to hear more about it, more about it. Like, what have they been able to accomplish? Yeah, lovely. You said I had to get off the treadmill. You play too much. Yeah, boo. He said we fight our own, but he ain't fat. Yeah. Ooh, I gotta get him. Thank you, lovely. ZX, you are not beef sector. ZX, you're not beef sector. ZX. I mean, it's times of scary. People get mad when you say that you beef sector. And ZX is definitely one. He'll get real pissed. But yeah, ZX. Okay. ZX. Fi went to go live her soft life. You can't go live your soft life. Okay? Women only. Boy, bye. Not real men. Real men, they got them a nasty beard. Okay? Uh, you got that, that you got that solid man beard. The man that go out there and cut the wood. That's the type of man that you are. Okay? The knight in shining armor. Boy, you're giving Wizard of Oz the robot. Boy, that's what you are, though, ZX. So you can't live the soft life. We got ZX over here. He want to live the soft life. That's why he over there getting real sensitive when it comes to people. He discussing somebody's ways of mothering their children, and then they talk about his children, and he getting all upset. That's not the way it works. Okay, ZX. So yeah, I don't hate you. I don't. You've kind of grown on me, but hey, your commentary. You are very much commentary, sir. So, I say just stand in it and start yelling and screaming. This ain't my profile here. But you see, he want to get off of that though. He was over there. He was ready to discuss NASA and uppity all everybody again. Why you don't discuss the women in the black sector, y'all? He know them women, everybody over there in the black sector is not. They ain't living no soft life. They gonna take your neck off life, and he don't want no parts of it. The accident ain't nobody fault that you got into the accident and you still are terrified. We all know that. Ever since he been into that accident, he done damn sure humbled, and he been just scared, just as scared to death. So yeah, I mean, it's just say what it is then, ZX. But yeah, let me get off of him though, y'all. Yeah, back to the racist sector. So yeah, the topic of the racist sector. I hope y'all heard what I just said. Though I said, hell no, I'm not interested in no damn racists. But the whole topic of a racist sector does kind of give me a slight interest in like, okay, you making work something over here. Um, I know they go through ugly battles, that's for sure. Certain things that Audio said, somebody calling him a word in the Latino community, and then he referencing things to them. So I can kind of see, well, because you can tell you can best believe that those folks over there would dox you. So I understand why he would have different names, or things like that. You got to understand this. Like Token or whoever, or just go, because the people in the racist sectors, you can get fired for stuff like that. Like your employer, if his employer had ever found out, somebody may have posted something that he said or somebody else said, that can take you out. So heck yeah, he probably was, moving around with different names, screen names, because I've seen it. Y'all remember this one was on the topic of Gato. One time a guy was talking junk. He worked at Walmart, and he was talking junk on Twitter or something about gays, and Walmart found out and fired him. Yeah. Y'all remember that? That happened quite a bit of years ago. It happened when I worked over at Walmart. So, but yeah, I seen that happen quite a bit. I seen guys get bullied at work because they were like they were gay, or may have showed signs, and somebody was reprimanded. Yeah, all that type of stuff. Or either they were asked, hey, do you want to how do you want to handle this situation? So I understand, somebody could post his name or something like this and say, hey, or whoever is in this racist sector, and say, look, they being racist over here. They gotta hold on, they get off work and they put on one of them white hoods, and somebody posts that on their social media, your job gone. Because don't know, jobs don't want to be involved with sexual orientation cases or racism, discrimination. Hell no. So yeah, they gonna come at you. So yeah, that racist sector is something like, it can be dangerous. It's potentially dangerous. The racist sector. You may get the crazies in the racist sector. Somebody that may want to harm you. But remember, what was that movie? It was a movie that Viola Davis was in. I pictured that like in the racist sector, when I think it was like her son was getting a traffic ticket or something like that, and then the police shot him. That could be revolved around the racist sector. That could have been something that they could have discussed. So it's a lot that you can kind of do over there. So yeah, when he said that, well, I'm sorry, excuse me. Well, when everybody else said that, because how folks do over here, when they get into ready to dox you, and they see you over there, they like, hold on, where the hell he come from? And then they just give your ears a harsh sector. Oh, because how they did. They were the Umar boys. They from the Umar sector. Did they really even call it the Umar sector? I think they did. I think Code and Shakim and them did call it the Umar sector. But yeah, they done came up, somebody came up with the racist sector over here. But y'all may have kind of hit something though, the racist sector. So y'all, I just wanted to come and get that off this morning. Yeah, so I think ZX is still pissed. ZX, don't get too angry. It's all on you. Remember, it's all about you. You. It's all about you. And I think you want to keep it there. Okay, so you can go to IKEA and go ahead, get your little grandbaby a nice toy set. They got really nice toy set at IKEA. Okay, when you go follow Peach McIntyre. Okay, Peach McIntyre, she takes her children to IKEA all the time, and they do have some real nifty gifts. Okay, keep them children intelligent. They got the blocks and everything. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. You need to try to keep it off of other people's children. See, that's all we trying to get it to you. But I see you up there talking about motherhood and everything. He's back on motherhood, but he's supposed to be living in the grandfatherhood and the fatherhood. But you're supposed to know so much about a mother. Is he what's that bird that take the children to the mama house? See, as you giving me that bird, you taking the children to the mama house, and then you just documenting, you writing. Okay, you got your notes out, sir. Have you ever worked for social? Have you ever been a social worker? Social services. You're giving social services, sir, every bit. But no, I don't think you have. But you gotta want to be though. You want to be not the first ever beef sector social worker. Boy, if you don't go shut the hell up, you ain't getting nobody no stamps. Can I get some stamps? You over there, the social work. Oh, hold on. I know what a good mother is. Where my food stamps at then, then maybe I'll be a better mother. I'll be a better mother. A better father. He'll probably start yelling at a father. Your own little food stamp block, all of that. Okay. What they call it? Snap. Where somebody will pay a bill. Go ahead, start buying you some phones. Okay. Some Obama phones. Create a company. Make it better instead of making it worse. How about that? We just gonna leave you with that. So y'all, that's what I wanted to kind of get out here though. The racist sector, we went over that. The latest on ZX and the competition, the 70s competition that's happening this weekend at TG's. Hey, TG took a liking to you too. Well, no, I think ZX said he likes TG. Why you ain't over there trying to holler at her? Always want to fight. See, this is something else. So y'all, that's it. Don't join. I'm gonna say this: don't join the racist sector. Don't join it. Don't do. I like that. I'm glad Audio's over here. Audio, you needed to get up out of there, cause it ain't. And then most of them people over there in the racist sector, they're not even good looking. If you want to think, really talk about it, most of them racist folks is ugly. So I don't even understand why Audio was over there. Yeah, get from over there. I think he'll do much better here. But I don't know though. Audio, they be doxing people home jobs, Audio. So just be careful. Okay, when somebody get real mad at you, if they real mad, that's the type of stuff you got to watch out. But I think you kind of know. He kind of can see when somebody is really pissed off. ZX was showing us how he was real. He was real steamed, real. We saw, we saw him becoming red. He was becoming red, steaming. So yeah, that's when you got to watch out. Sorry, y'all. This is that coffee. So I'm glad I was able to talk with y'all. Oh, look at that, Trish. Hey, boo. Yeah, Trish, I saw you a little bit over there on Lemons. I was trying to look to see what was going on at Lemons. Let me see if I understood what was going on over there. Oh yeah, Tulsa. I wanted to get on Tulsa. Tulsa done got on over there and brought up what she had discussed with Dory. Dang, I tell you, with friends like that, who needs enemies? Girl, you done tried to snatch up Dory. And now Dory said it ain't gonna be no more Dosa. She said, "Look, I don't never need another dose of Dosa anymore." Because Tulsa done went over there, and Tulsa went on over there, and she done said she started yelling out private conversations. I said not private conversations, Tulsa. Girl, bye. So yeah, that was something else that she had did over there. Where did she do that at though? Did she do that at Lemons? Yeah. She yelled out a personal conversation that she had between her and Dory over there at Lemons. It didn't make no damn sense. You know, Tulsa, you mother effer. You was a ooh. Y'all, and then Tulsa be over there, her and her husband. They be over there yelling, trying to get cash apps out of people. Girl, she done put her husband to it. Trish would never. Trish, teach Tulsa how to be a wife. Cause Trish said, I would never have my husband up here. Girl, bye. Oh, baby, you too, Trish. Enjoy your day, baby. Yeah, y'all. So what else was over there at Lemons? Lemon was mainly talking about that. And then Audio and Tulsa, they weren't going at it. You know how Tulsa is. Tulsa was just up there. She was just trying to kick chaos up with everybody. Oh yeah, but then she got so this was messed up though. I know Dragons was mad. So apparently somebody, I guess, paid to get Dragons down. And Tulsa came back up there to basically let Lemon know. And he went on and dropped Dragons. He went on and dropped Dragons. I said, oh. I was like, you may be getting a video in the morning, Tulsa. Dragons, you know Dragons was mad. So I know when Dragons came back up there, I know she started cussing. But yeah, she did. Tulsa had got the best of Dragons up there. But yeah, y'all, yeah, she just be causing chaos. That's my sister. I don't know why she be doing that. So yeah, y'all, is that it? Yeah, that was everything. ZX, I want to let you know, his drags won't hitting yesterday. Ness's drag start was hitting, and then he just didn't really know what to say. I think you need to go back over there, ZX, to your territory, and start fighting with them folks over there. I know y'all fight real hard over there, right, at the black sector. So start fighting with them, and then I think your drags will upgrade, because you need to upgrade. You need to get you an upgrade and really get back out there. So I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. All of us, sometimes we need an upgrade. Like, we are not going to always be at our best. We may just sit there and get roasted down, but you can't sit there. ZX, how many times this has been? Has it been 5 times where you just been getting dragged constantly, and you just been like sitting there like, damn, I don't know what to say. Damn, I'm getting my ears just getting roasted. God damn it. So you gonna have to read your book. Read your book on. Don't they got a that Be Set the book? Don't it teach you how to roast? Go and get you the Be Set the book that learn how to roast. Or you just gotta, you gotta get back into it. Yeah, so y'all, that's it. I just wanted to come this morning and have that little discussion with y'all. Let me know what y'all think though, especially when it comes to how did y'all feel? Were y'all triggered when y'all first heard about a supposed racist sector? I instantly felt like, oh, what is that sector about? Because it feels like a dangerous sector. Yeah. I kind of think that, most 3 sectors, it seemed like it was more gang related, but actually I feel like it's not. The racist sector probably also has gangs. Because certain gangs are racist as well. They got a lot of different strands of stuff over there. So who knows though? Maybe somebody interview, Audio Pope on how many years or months that he spent over there in the supposed racist sector, or does he even feel like he was in the racist sector? Because somebody just yelled that out and pretty much put that man in the racist sector. I mean, does he think that that was what it was? I think he said he just did YouTube, but somebody done woke it up. Somebody woke up a supposed racist sector. If you go over there and you listen to Candace Owens and other coke coke type, ways or views, I feel like there can be certain things, that you'll be exposed. Excuse me. Certain things that you'll be exposed to could be potential. Oh, sorry, y'all. Could be potentially racist. So yeah, that was just my little scope around, really what I saw. And I did just want to give y'all pretty much a brief synopsis of, how things went down over at Pastor's. And then, Castro came up there and they did have talk. I did hear about that Castro had potentially maybe got back with Tommy. I'm not for sure because I did not go to Tommy's page to see if they did potentially get back together. The last time I saw that Tommy was still trying to pick with Castro for a fight. That's the last thing that I kind of saw on him. But I did hear talk about maybe them getting back together. I feel like, I think that, it wasn't anything that I didn't expect. But I don't know though. I don't know if they are back together or not because I haven't seen it for myself. So yeah, y'all, that was everything though. Pastor, he handled his platform. I'm quite sure that ZX has been on Pastor J's platform long enough to know how he handles his platform over there. So yeah, y'all. I think that's it. This was oh y'all, this coffee is has the coffee ever kind of made you feel like what's it called, your allergies or something is coming on? Because it's just like I don't know why I want to cough all of a sudden. It's giving this coffee. I should have got me some green tea this morning. This is a green tea type morning. That's why I should have drunk. Let me start drinking back my green tea. Who is team green tea? Y'all drink that in the morning because this coffee be having you every which way. So yeah, I'll be talking to y'all soon. I hope y'all enjoyed this commentary. Was that everything that I saw yesterday? Yeah. I didn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got these challenges. Dosa is over. No, it's no longer any Dosa, I don't think. But you never know. They may get back on track. But right now it's really getting harsh though. Because I did see Queen Tosa did expose conversations that were just between her and Dory yesterday at Lemons. And she was dead wrong for that. Queen Tosa, did Dory expose any conversations that you and her had behind the scenes? Queen Tosa, please respond to that. Did she? Because that's the only way that you're gonna get a pass, ma'am. Okay? You've been served a tattletale, Queen Tosa. How are you gonna handle that? It's just it's just not right. All right, y'all. I'll be talking to you soon. But yeah, I do. Oh, and I do want to say this. I don't. I'm in that mode. I don't hate anybody, but it's certain things that people may do that do frustrate me or annoy me. That's why I'm at with certain things. Yeah. This is the entertainment. This is an entertainment application. Okay, make sure y'all remember what that is. That's supposed to be about fun, laughter. Okay, maybe a little darkness. Okay, when it comes to the entertainment, crude humor. Okay, a little bit of crude humor, all of that in one. But it's getting dark and nasty. I wanted to kind of talk about that. I'll talk about that later though. How it's getting real nasty over here though, y'all. People putting jackets on. Um, see that ain't nobody putting no jacket on. ZX with the whole gay thing. Like that's a beef setter gold moment. That is, like, hey, playing around with him. Um, if it's true or whatever. I never said that it was, but I did bring up, certain actions that he's had that you would be like, well, damn. How many times that we done seen I saw it on an episode of The Simpsons. Y'all know how they say that the Simpsons bring things to life. One time, um, what had happened? Nelson, y'all know Nelson the bully. ZX said he was a bully. Nelson was picking on somebody, and Lisa said she was like, usually the people that pick on somebody about their sexuality is they usually have something that they are hiding about theirs, or they're questioning their sexuality. And then Nelson couldn't even get her a high. Like, he was just like, oh shoot, she's trying to find me out. I mean, that's just where I kind of see, like, your category is slipping. It's slipping along in that category, ZX. So every time you get ready for gay pride, you get ready for gay pride more than I do. Okay, I'm the one that's supposed to know where the park is this year. They're gonna have the gay pride and who's performing. But every year around this time, you get ready to talk about it. You got a look. You need to go ahead and just schedule you your bashing of gay pride and the things gay every year. Go ahead and just schedule it, because we know it's coming. So y'all, that's it though. All right, y'all take care.
Lately, it's been a feeling it's hard to explain. Seems I'm running, catch a slow train. A whistle just out of reach of the train that denies me the freedom that drives me lately.